It's another Raw video from your favorite YouTube scout, Draft Raw Authentic. Yes, I am finally here making another video. And like I said, it's a Raw one, so there will be no edits. Now, if you've seen any of my videos that I put out today, I've already done the rookie stat prediction for the offensive side of the ball. And right now I'm doing the defensive side of the ball. Now, in the first one, I actually did the linebackers, and now I'm on to the defensive tackles. Now, this video probably won't be that long. There's only 3 starters in this situation, and I think that it's going to be hard for some of these other players to actually get in position, to actually be productive unless there's an injury or something like that. Some of these other guys are just in situations where they may be second on the depth chart, but who they're behind is a guy that's just kind of way above of a player than what they are. So let's just get straight into it. Looking at the depth chart and looking at everything for the defensive tackles, there are 3 starters. One is Daron Payne, the other is B.J. Hill, and the other is P.J. Hall. Now, I'm going to start with Daron Payne, Washington Redskins nose tackle. I think that he's in a position, he may not have the big stats that people may be looking for. Because, he has guys like Jonathan Allen. He will be able to kind of get the stats, but in terms of position that he plays, where stats are not prevalent, I don't think he gets as many of the big stats as you would want. I can see him getting about 1 to 3 sacks, the normal number of tackles with about 40 or 50, maybe 30. He's just in a situation where, he may not get all the big plays unless teams do kind of hone in on Jonathan Allen and other defensive players in their front 7. But with Daron Payne, it's just one of those situations. I don't think it's the big stats that people are looking for. So that just pretty much mean that, he won't be in a situation where he could be Defensive Rookie of the Year. Now, going to this next player, B.J. Hill. B.J. Hill is plays for the New York Giants in a situation where they have a pretty solid defensive line, not a great defensive line, but he is one of their starters. B.J. Hill was one of those defensive tackles that I loved a lot. I thought that his ability to rush the passer and stop the run would definitely have made him a starter in the NFL. And we're saying he's a starter right now as a rookie for the New York Giants that has a huge history when it comes to defensive linemen. When it comes to the defensive linemen, whether it's defensive tackles or defensive end, guys like Justin Tuck and Osi Numenora and Michael Strahan and just a plethora of guys that have always, Chris Canty, plethora of guys that have always been pretty good. Now with B.J. Hill, I think that with his ability though, I do believe that he could get about 3 to about 5 sacks. I think that he's going to be up there in tackles with about 40 or 50 tackles. And I think that he's just going to be a solid run stuffer for the New York Giants team and could honestly be that one guy that could put them over the top because they did have a problem with stopping the run, I believe, last year. I could be wrong, but I think they did have a little bit of problem with stopping that run. And this is a guy that can give them what they've been missing for a while now when the defensive line hasn't been as great as it has been in years past. And then next on the list is P.J. Hall that's starting for the Oakland Raiders. I just think it's a situation where the Raiders, they don't have the best defensive players, period. And I think that P.J. Hall is just kind of the best of the worst of the bunch. Then that doesn't mean that he's bad. It does not mean that he's bad. He could very well literally just be a really good starter as well. He could be a really good player. But I just think that in the situation, when you don't have guys that can actually fight for the position, you might as well get the rookie a shot. And not to say they're just giving the rookie the shot, but I'm just saying that it's just in a situation where you're just looking for guys that can be big playmakers. And with his special abilities that he does have, what he does possess, and how he can get better and better and actually be a really good top-rated defense tackle in this league, you know, this is an opportunity for him, and I think that he's going to make the most of it. In terms of stats, I think once again it's going to be solid stats: 30 to 40 tackles, not as many sacks. I'm thinking about maybe 2 to 4 sacks. Nothing too big, you know, a couple of forced fumbles, just like any of these dudes, a couple of forced fumbles here or there, but. You know, it is what it is, and I don't think any of these guys are going to be literally defensive players of the year. None of these guys have that extra go where it's just like they can dominate a line like I saw in college. The closest one would be Deron Payne, and we'll see about him. I mean, the stats that I gave him, he could literally be better than that. But I'm just saying, I don't think in his rookie season he's going to be that guy. So that's what I'm getting to with that. And overall, I mean, in terms of the starters, those are the only starters of the defensive tackle position. And maybe, you know, there could be some production players out there like a Taven Bryan, like a Harrison Phillips, Maurice Hurst that's actually on depth chart. He's right behind PJ Hall, Justin Jones. Like, there's opportunities for other guys out there being backups to be able to do things. But to say to for them to put up big stats, them not being the starters now, I just don't think it will. I don't think it will happen. So anyway, if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of Draft Raw Authentic, and I will be coming out with the defensive ends next, then please subscribe to the channel. Please comment if you feel like you didn't like what I have to say or I may have missed the players. Please comment so we can debate, and please share this video so other people can comment, other people can debate, and we can build this draft community. Once again, this is Draft Raw Authentic. I thank you for watching, but goodbye.